Hey y'all, hey everyone. I'm gonna give y'all a second to get in the building because listen, I just threw this one on y'all. I just I've been binge watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this season, and I literally watched all of the season so far in 2 days, y'all. I started yesterday and I'm on the last episode. I gotta finish that one until a new episode come out. So, I ain't gonna lie, it's good. It changed so much since the older ones, cause I used to be all into that, y'all. Hey everyone, let me see who we got. Hey Miss Josephine, hey Tajay sister girl, hey Stephanie Howard, Stephanie Landry, Kay Brown, Lakeisha, Lachelle, Don't Worry Be Happy, Miss Felt, all my loves is in the building, baby. Shout out to y'all. Miss Mary, Deidre, Kason. Okay, I didn't think nobody was gonna really be up because it's a weekday. It's fairly late. Well, it's 9:57 Central Time here, and I know a lot of y'all on a different time zone, so I don't do too many late lives. But I had a busy day, so I had to do. And this one was just thrown out there because I wasn't completely sure I was gonna do this live. I was thinking about doing it tomorrow, but I said, let me do it. I ain't doing nothing but in the bed. So, hey, Sassy M. Hey, who else? Hey, Swan. Hey, y'all. What's up? Hey, Miss Mary. How many of y'all been watching Love and Hip Hop this season? Because I don't want to be doing a review on it and nobody aware. Because y'all remember I told y'all early on that I was going to start doing reviews on Love and Hip Hop. Because I want to kind of blend my audience a little bit, and I'm so grateful that a lot of y'all still tune in because it's weird the way the algorithm and just overall how it works, the audience system on YouTube, like if it's not about the Latrue saga, nobody really tunes in. So it's kind of like starting all over for all the content creators. But I'm just grateful that a lot of y'all, y'all true supporters, so y'all gonna watch regardless of what we talk about. Hey Emil, hey Margaret, hey Miss Geraldine, hey Christina Mills, peace be still. Hey Maya, go and get it. What's up, Lachelle's? I don't know why my throat start going crazy when I start talking. Me and Lord, they a mess. Lakeisha say I love that show. Lachelle say I don't watch it no more, but I will listen to your content about it. Hey Rebecca, girl, listen, y'all, it's different, but I had stopped watching it after the I feel like the big hitters like Jocelyn, Stevie J, and all of them, after they exited, that's when I feel like they lost a lot of their audience because, when it first came out in the 2000s or whatever, I feel like it was something different. So everybody was tuning in. Like it was popping. It was a lot of drama, of course. And people love drama. And it just was something different on TV. And they literally did numbers early on. And I seen a lot of people saying that they feel like it's getting back to where it was, initially because they're bringing back in some of those big hitters like I see Erica Dixon is back. I could have sworn I seen Mimi, but I haven't seen her on the show yet, so I don't know. But just some of the old cast is coming back. Some of them ain't never left. But hey, Jazzy Red. Hey, Boss Lady Doe. What's up, y'all? Y'all gotta watch it though. It's good. I could say it's really good because you know what? Let me tell y'all the difference. See, back in the day, it used to be all drama. I feel like the way the storylines worked out and they got a lot of I feel like negative feedback from that because it was always fighting, no resolutions, no, conflict resolutions. Nobody was like making up. It was always just drama filled. Even though, that's what brings the numbers in, but they also got a lot of negative feedback from that too. So they definitely switched it up now, y'all. Now, mind you, Kirk and Rashida, they still there. They ain't going nowhere. I don't blame them though, because they money didn't went up. A lot of the ones who stuck around, they getting bigger checks now. Hey, Renita. Christina said it got boring after they left. I stopped watching it too, but it's good now. Let me see, because I stopped watching it, and this is actually this season. Like I said, I binge watched starting yesterday, and I'm on the last episode, the last airing show, which is I want to say episode 23, I think. And then they got another one that's coming out tomorrow. I think it airs every Wednesday if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me, y'all. But um the difference is now with the way they do it now, because y'all know that's all scripted. Some of it is real, but for the most part it's scripted. Because think about it, these people, it's not a coincidence. Like, you can see on their social medias and stuff like that these people don't hang with each other in real life. Some of them do, because they've been on the show together so long. Eventually they grow a connection, become friends or whatever, but they're not like that in real life. They're not just linking up. That's all set up. That's all scripted, them linking up. Even when Kurt set up the Bahamas vacation, that's the show doing it. That's the show putting all that in motion. That's why it's so easy for them to, even though it gives that a lot of them run in the same circles, because they all be connected some kind of way, but it just be weird. But I feel like now it's better because they have conflict resolutions now. Like, you will see them get into it, but they'll figure out a way to set each other down, and then they'll come to an agreement, like, just to avoid it being 100% drama. And that's what I like. Like, I like that. I like that about this day and age Love and Hip Hop. It makes the show so much better. Because yeah, you want to see drama and entertainment, but you don't want it to be just solely based on drama where they're never coming together. Especially, we already have those stereotypes against us as black women, black men, so it's just not a good look overall. So it is it's better now. Let's see what y'all saying. Christina say Carly messy, still in everybody business with all their face work done. Oh my God, Carly. Child, I'm gonna do a rundown, y'all. I'm gonna do a rundown of everybody and what I feel about their storyline. If I miss somebody, y'all let me know, because I ain't wrote none of this down. I'm literally laying in the bed and going off the top of my dome. But Carly look a mess. Her daughter Jasmine looks like how she looked when she first got on the show. When Carly first got on the show, years ago, because I think the show been running for about 10 to 15 years now. Gotta be 15 years now. That's how Carly looked initially, just like her daughter. Now she done did too. I don't know, but you know what they say, y'all? Just like tattoos, they say that cosmetic surgery becomes addictive, and I think it's true, because a lot of these women. But that's why you have to work on your mental, because if your mental ain't right and your self esteem, self respect, or none of that, then you could get all the surgery you want, but it won't fix what's on the inside. Hence why you see these women getting these surgeries back to back, because they're not happy within themselves. And the way society is now, it's created this stigma to where, all of these women feel like they gotta compete, like that's what's in. And that's why if you see women with natural bodies, they get talked about. Like, you get those women get talked about because they didn't created that BBL stigma where everybody, if you don't have a BBL, if you don't have perky boobs, the cosmetic surgery, the lace front, the makeup, then you ain't what's up. Like, natural beauty ain't in. And it's just unfortunate. Hey, Spicy Brown. Let me see what y'all talking about. Lachelle says it's chaotic on there. Yes, he is, and he definitely makes the show funny. Talking about polyester relationships, not polygamy, polyester. And it was so funny because the producers or whoever that was talking to him, it was like, "Do you mean polygamy?" I was like, "Oh my goodness, he is funny though. He a mess." Christina said, I always watch the old episodes they got, season 1 and 2 on Netflix. Yep. And I like to do that too, Christina, where I'll go back and watch, old shows that I've watched. I do that a lot with Twilight. Twilight, Vampire Diaries, the originals, and what's the other one? Legacies. I do that a lot with those shows because I love those type of shows. The vampire werewolf dynamic. I love those type of shows. So I'll always like let time pass to where I forgot, what the movie was about, and then I'll go back and watch it just to refresh my memory. But they be so good. Those shows never get old. Christina said, I don't know, Mama D be on one. Yes, I love Mama D. I feel like uh Case, and I'm gonna get to yours too. You said Mama D and Bam. I feel like they should definitely give a spin-off show to Mama D, Scrappy, Erica, and somebody. I'm not too fond of Diamond, y'all. I never really was because that whole side chick ish, I see a lot, I love Erica. Erica has always been my favorite. Literally, like she has, even from day one, she has always been my favorite on the show, just because of her background, where she come from. She's always maintained a real job outside of, the show, and it's just what she stands for. I don't know. She was always my favorite, and I follow her on social media, so I kind of got to watch her and how she is over the years. But I love me some Erica Dixon, y'all. She was very pretty. She was. Carly did too much. Carly is a mess. She messy. She's too messy for her age. And it's just a lot of. That's how you know a lot of the people on there are just fighting for storylines, because the stuff, like when I was watching it, I'm like, bruh, it's so scripted till it's ridiculous, because I feel like it's better when it's more realistic. But you could tell that when certain people fighting for a storyline, because they be doing unnecessary stuff and starting unnecessary drama. And I seen that a lot throughout watching it. Sierra did too much as well. Yep. I'm gonna get to that too, Tajay, because it was an incident that happened with her and Scrappy when she involved herself in him and Bambi's business and then wanted to play the victim. I don't agree with that, woman or not. Y'all know how I am already with that. Hey, Spicy Brown. Peace be still say plastic surgery actually make a lot of these celebrities look worse. Facts. Because a lot of them already be beautiful. Like some of them be having nice shapes. Y'all know I was watching something, and I don't like to jump topic, but I want to give an example. Um, it was Tasha K, and she had interviewed Sukiana's baby daddy, and he was showing Tasha K old pictures and stuff of Sukiana before she did all that stuff to her face and her body. And they didn't show the picture, but Tasha K was like, oh my God, she was so beautiful, like a natural beauty. She had booty already, so she really did the most. And that's why I feel like a lot of times when they look horrible with plastic surgery, they probably was already pretty and they messed themselves up. They fired Tokyo. They set her up. See, I didn't see that. If that was from the last season, Christina, I never seen that, so I'm not sure. Thank you, Lil Mama, for no, not renewing, for maintaining your membership. Love you, girl, and thank you, Christina, for maintaining your membership. Lil Mama say happy 2 months, Lupac. Love y'all. Christina say I love it here. Thank y'all so much. Jazzy Red say I love Erica too. And Erica gets a lot of flack from a lot of people. Feel like okay, Erica is, oh, I be seeing people saying stuff like, oh, that's not a flex. Scrappy trying to come back in. But the thing is, Erica is not back with Scrappy. Like, people see, because it's not a norm. It's not normalized, like baby mama, baby daddy friendship. Being able to come together and co-parent healthy is not a norm. So people see them going on vacation and doing these things together, and they automatically assume, oh, they must be, dealing with each other on a personal level or sleeping with each other. But that's not the case. And she didn't explain that several times. I watched her Carlos interview, and just different little lives that she's done. And she keeps telling people, like, because I see somebody say co-parenting an adult is something, it's crazy or something, but their child is 18, she's in college, so she's still in school. But I agree with their dynamic. Like, you want that whole Lord have mercy, health. I'm talking too fast, y'all. You want that healthy co-parent relationship, because it's just a good look, and those kids feed off of that. So it's nothing wrong with what they're doing, spending time vacationing, but they make it. It's society that makes it seem wrong because they not used to it. They not used to that. They don't want to see that. And it's just unfortunate, because she catch a lot of flack from that. People automatically start dragging her and downing her, saying stuff like, oh, that's not a flex. You taking him back, or, him running back to you. And if she was to take him back, that's her business. Like, if she feel like because she told him, he said he want Erica. Like, that's his first love. You could tell he always wanted her, but she said he has to go through therapy alone, and then with them and their child together, and then also with just them too. And I don't blame her. Make them take the proper steps, and if they get back together, I'm all for it. I am all for it. But people would just be doing the most on social media, baby. Christina said, I don't care too much for Bambi. She be doing stuff and hiding her hand. She definitely do. I used to like her. She real extra, but the kids are beautiful, and yeah, Erica's so pretty. Yes, Bambi and Scrappy have some beautiful kids. Like, they really do. They really do. Because I follow Scrappy also on Instagram, and he, have his kids a lot, and there's some beautiful babies. But Bambi, she definitely, and another thing, if y'all watch the Carlos King interview with Scrappy, Scrappy basically unpacked a lot on that interview, and you find out when Bambi uh first came into the situation. Bambi was definitely a side chick to Erica, and so was Diamond. I don't know why Diamond's so in denial. Like, girl, you were literally 15 years old when Crime Mob started. Scrappy was of age. We all know he was with Erica. Like, everybody knows that. So I don't know why she be trying to play Erica like she was a side chick to her. Like, Erica literally walked in on them together, and that's when she broke up with Scrappy in front of Diamond. Like, that's the crazy part. So I don't know why she be playing, but nobody wanna. Of course, ain't nobody gonna admit that they a side chick. Hey, Amelia. But I don't know what happened with Tokyo, y'all. I never watched that far back. I just watched the new season. Let's see. Thank you, Cancer 66, for maintaining your 3 months with the Lupac baby family. Love you, girl. She said, hey, Lupac baby. Christina said, yeah, they did. They did. Carly was the head honcho, and Tokyo getting fired. She was wrong. Her and Spice. Wow. See, I don't really know too much about Tokyo. I've seen her on social media, but I'm not too familiar with her. Jazzy says, I'm so glad that her and Scrappy are co-parenting healthy for their child. Facts. Because people be, downplaying and say, oh, your child old, or she grown. 18 is not grown, baby. And that's another generational curse they need to break. They need to get out of saying kids are grown once they're 18. That is not grown. That girl is she's in her freshman year of college. Her mom and dad still have to pay her college tuition. She want to go to law school when she's finished. Like, that's not grown. That's just getting into adulthood, early adulthood. That ain't grown. Uh-uh. But that's because, that's how it was back in old days. Once you get 18, they consider legal grown. No, I don't play that. My son already said, Mama, when I get in college, I'm coming back home. And you can. I'm not making my kids leave until they feel like they're financially ready and equipped mentally to leave. I'm not pushing them out in debt or, have them struggling. No, we're gonna break that generational curse. They gonna be good. Jazzy said, I'm so glad that her and Scrappy. Oh, I read that. Miss Judy say, just stop in to show love. Have a blessed night, Lupac. I'll catch the replay in the morning. Thank you, Miss Judy. Love you. Have a good night. Bambi was looking for a come up. Facts. She definitely was. And that's why I say, y'all, I want y'all to go back and watch Carlos King interview with Scrappy, because Scrappy tells a lot. And it's one thing that stood out that Erica said about Scrappy. She was, because um Erica and Scrappy did an interview together also on Carlos King's show. Podcast. And she was like, one thing about Scrappy, he'll give you a hard time, but he gonna tell you the truth. And he said, he was like, Erica was always the one. Like, she was always the main one. He was like, the other ones, he was exploring. So he tell his truth on there. And it was something else he said on there. Let me see about Bambi. I forgot, y'all. It's gonna come back to me. But it was something he said. But he was basically breaking down their marriage and stuff like that, and how he would be building her up, and he felt like she didn't handle her duties the way she's supposed to as a wife, and not he was always the one encouraging her, building her up, helping her out with her career and doing different things, and he didn't get that same love from her. And I could understand that, even coming from a man, because men go through the same emotions as women, and a lot of people try to downplay it because it's the stereotype that men are supposed to be hard, like they not supposed to have those type of feelings. They just supposed to suck it up. And raising boys, I feel like that's not right. A man's feelings should always be considered as well. And that's why I wanted to listen to Scrappy's interview to get his side, because I seen a lot of people siding with Bambi, and even with her friends, the tight face crew, like Scrappy call them jumping on him at public events about his business with his wife. And I'm like, that is so weird to me. Like, that's so unnecessary. And I'm gonna get to the incident that happened with him and Sierra. So he had said, my bad, y'all, my phone rung. I don't know why. As soon as I get on live, people start calling me. I'm not on live, nobody call me. So it kind of threw me off. But it was they had an episode where Bambi was talking to Erica and Sierra, and about her and Scrap situation, what happened in the mediation or whatever, it was coming up, and she was trying to say that Scrappy didn't want to pay child support or whatever. So they had a public event happen, and uh Sierra showed up or whatever, because y'all know that's all scripted for them to show up at the same events and stuff. So she starts checking Scrappy in front of everybody about his business. Oh, you wrong for what you doing to Bambi. And I'm like, oh my God. So, when he started getting hot, because I think she brought up his kids. No, it was either, yeah, she brought up his kids, something about the child support or whatever. And he started getting mad because he was like, you don't know what I do. Yeah, that's your friend. You gonna side with her, but this is my business. And I agree with that. And then, it's always that victim role that comes out when people feel like, if they're talking to a man, so all of a sudden she felt like she was a victim, because Scrappy started giving her the same energy that she was giving him. And then she got mad at Chaotic because she wanted Chaotic to jump in the middle. No, first of all, that's not your business. And secondly, that was the wrong place, wrong time. But Bambi even said, I gotta give her this credit, she told him not to confront him, because they're going through a divorce is enough for emotions already, and just them dealing with that overall. So why would y'all even jump into his business and then try to confront him about his business in a public environment with all these people around? That's embarrassing. So he gave her the same energy she gave him, and then he made a comment and said, "You not even my B, so I don't know what's the issue." So she was, she started going off and telling people that he called her a B, but he didn't call her one. He was like, "You not even my B." So she took offense to that, and she was like, "And make sure you say I'm put rich in front of that." Da, 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 da. So she started going off and this and that. And she was really in her feelings. Like, they had made the blogs and everything, y'all. So Sierra ended up going to one of chaotic events and confronting him because she felt like he should have jumped in the middle, which he did. Because one thing about Love and Hip Hop, they're gonna show the flashbacks. And he was like, "I'm not your knight in saving arm." So that was funny, but it's the truth. Like, he was like, y'all both was in each other's face, y'all both, and he was like, that was his business, you should have mind your business. So she got in her feelings behind that. But that's one thing I feel like females should get away from, is jumping to the victim role or saying, "Oh, but he's a man." Well, you knew he was a man when you got in his face. So you got to take accountability for that. You can't think that somebody's not going to get on your level or return the same energy to you if you start moving or doing certain things to them, because not everybody play like that. In the hot tub with Benzino, no child. They one thing about Love and Hip Hop, they gonna show the flashbacks. They showed that part several times. Diamond was with Soldier Boy and left him for Scrappy. Yep, I seen that part too. Diamond ain't all that either. She looked like a little boy with a BBL. God forgive me, but she do. She got a very strong face. Erica and Scrappy was beefing when he married Bambi. She messed up the family dynamics that they had built before her. She was a rebound. His heart was exactly his that he always, you could tell when he talked, like when he do interviews and he talk about Erica. Erica was always supposed to be the one. They met out of high school, like they literally have a love story. But Scrappy, being a typical man, he couldn't keep it together. And then think about it, just getting into the industry, you got all these women around you, you touring, so he couldn't handle those pressures and he gave in. And that's why, but I feel like time and experience always brings you back. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And as far as what's her name, Bambi, like, this is really her karma. Like, it really is, because girl, you knew he had a woman and all of that when you was dealing with him. And this is what I needed to remember, y'all. Scrappy said that because people was wondering how Bambi even came into play, because he was dealing with Bambi off screen. He said he had been dealing with Bambi for 10 years, not over, but for 10 years. When he was in it was the earlier seasons of Love and Hip Hop, and y'all remember Scrappy was in rehab. He was in rehab to avoid going to jail. And he said Bambi would be bringing him Black and Miles and food and stuff like that. And him and Erica was going through it, like they were still together. So he was definitely being with Bambi on the side. And he proposed to Erica. He had followed Erica to uh it was some islands. They had went on island trip. He followed her out there, proposed to her. She turned him down. That was twice. She turned him down because she accepted it on that reunion show, but then he was still dealing with Bambi, still cheating with Bambi, still probably messing with no, I don't think he was messing with Diamond, but he was definitely cheating with Bambi. And Bucky, Shay Johnson, and Erica, she just was like, I can't do it. She let that situation go, y'all. But Bambi tried to throw in her face, "Oh, I was a wife," or like, that's not a flex. When if you a wife and you getting a divorce or he was cheating on you, that ain't no flex, baby. You a baby mama too. Like, that's not a flex. You can't flex on somebody who turned the ring down because it didn't come with a commitment. Nobody want a ring without a commitment and loyalty. That's not a flex. Christina said she was ungrateful and she was not wifey material when she got on her feet and got that shop, and everything she started to look down on Scrap like she was better than him. Facts, facts. And Scrap showed, he even showed Carlos his receipts, y'all, because Bambi had put out there on social media that Scrap was not helping her with the bills. Because I don't know if y'all seen when it had went public that Bambi had got kicked out of a big house or something like that, and she tried to lie and say that Scrappy wasn't helping her with the bills or sending her half. So he showed Carlos King the proof that he had been not just sending his half, but a lot of times paying for everything. So it was, what were you doing with your money, baby? Just like the situation with Erica Mina when Safari. Now, don't get me wrong, Safari is a no good ninja. He's definitely a dog, but it was a part on the show where, him and Spice is real cool, and he showed Erica had put out the narrative that, basically running with the narrative that she hates her ex, she hates Safari, he don't do nothing, he's a deadbeat, da da da. But come to find out, him and Erica was still having sex. He was sending her child support. Now, mind you, she was like, when they confronted her, Shekinah little messy self confronted her at Spice's event. Erica was like, oh, he just started paying child support and he be late on the payments. It don't matter if he late, he paying them. Whether he paying them a few days late in the month, you still getting them. You're still getting the payments, baby. But, and that's what Kirk said too. He was like, well, I got to give it to Safari. You said he wasn't paying at all. But the receipts show that he was paying. And she was still dealing with him. I wonder if did she really get kicked off the show? Because I remember them saying that, when the whole racial slur, when she called Spice a blue monkey, when that came out, I remember everybody saying that she was fired, but then it looked like I seen people come back and start saying, oh, they was going in on Mona because they say Mona didn't fire her. But I noticed on the last 2 or 3 episodes that I watched, people was avoiding saying Erica's name on the show. So I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure how that turned out. Right, Lupac? A man human and have feelings just like a woman. Facts. And if y'all, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have sons, so y'all wouldn't want y'all son's feelings to be discredited just because he's a man. And that's how I look at things. I'm the same way with my sons and my daughter. It's no difference. I feel like it shouldn't be no gender specific roles or none of that, because at the end of the day, we not in the old days when it was like that. No, we gonna be fair. Period. Tajay said I shared a video on my page with Erica and her kids were interacting with Scrap and Bambi kids. It was a beautiful scene. Oh, I'm gonna have to go see. They close, of course. Christina said, and let's talk about Erica, the one that got fired. That's what I was just talking about. She was messy AF too. I used to feel sorry for her, but now, nah, I'm good on her. I never really did like Erica Mena because she would do too much. She would always do too much. And, I don't know. It was just something about her. Maybe it was my discernment, and I guess I was right. Because once I seen that stuff with Spice, because I feel like what Spice said did not warrant racial slurs. It didn't warrant racial slurs or her wishing DEATH on Spice. That didn't. You can fight with your words, but I feel like sometimes you gotta allow your integrity and your morals to take over. And Erica, she ain't there. She ain't there, baby. Because all Spice said was, your son don't even like you. I feel like, that was a little harsh, but that wasn't a target towards her son. That was a target towards her motherhood. Because that ain't something that's new in the social media streets about Erica's son. That been floating around that she don't have a relationship. Because if she try to say, my son chose to not be on camera, but your son don't live with you either, but your other 2 kids do. So that speaks volumes, in my opinion. Those friends of Bambi be out of line, getting in their business. Stay in your lane. Exactly. They be doing too much. Ballin T. Ambergy say he was dealing with Bambi when he was in a relationship with Diamond. Exactly. It was kind of like a revolving circle. Like Erica was always number one. Like you can't deny that because they have a almost 19-year-old child together. Like they literally started being together in high school. And it was Erica number one. And then comes Bambi. Always been around, y'all. She always been a slide, but she was behind the scenes. See, they didn't showcase Bambi's a slide role on the show early on, but Scrappy let it be known in an interview that Bambi been around for about 10 years. And Erica was always his main, and then Diamond came into the play, but it was like a triangle. He was rotating them until Erica was like, I done had enough. But they'll do a lot of back and forth, like break up, typical baby mama, baby daddy stuff. Break up, get back together. Break up, get back together. Shay came into play, and I could only imagine the others because Scrappy even said himself he was a dog. Like he was really wilding out. He was exploring his oats. So they didn't show a lot of the slides that he was dealing with. Hey, Amber. Lachelle say, speaking of Shay, I can't take nobody who was on Flavor of Love. See, child, listen. If that ain't facts, baby, because it's no. Oh my God. I don't want to be on TV that bad. That man couldn't put his crusty lips on my big toe. We ain't doing that. Shay going through it right now. I seen that. I seen that. I'm trying to decide if I want to watch Love and Hip Hop Miami. Do y'all want to go over that too, or keep it to Atlanta? Because I feel like Miami is not as good. Like they got a lot of drama on there, granted, but I prefer it. Maybe I'm just more comfortable with Atlanta. I prefer watching Atlanta. I miss when they had Love and Hip Hop New York. Also, when Chrissy, Jim Jones, when Yandy was on that one. Now Yandy's on Atlanta. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about. Let me see what y'all commenting, and I'm gonna get to that. Regina say, "Hey, Regina." Regina say, "I'm late. I had to get a new phone because my other gets stuck." I know mine's starting to trip too. It look like phones in general. After so long, I swear it's the phone companies that be doing that because they want you to upgrade. Christina said, "Yep, she really did get fired. I watched Scrappy and a few other cast members talk about it, including Sierra, Whoville looking behind." And I feel like rightfully so. She deserves to get fired for that because as an adult, period, you should be able to control your emotions. You on a show filled with African American people, so to make racial slurs on a public show and you're an influencer, that speaks volumes. And it's a bad look. They had to fire her, y'all. They had to because they would have lost a lot of viewership hadn't they fired Erica Mena after what she said. It ain't no apologizing. And what really ticked me off is her saying she blacked out. Girl, you know exactly what you told that woman because you said it more than once. She didn't just say it one time. She said it multiple times. It's to where she was doing her green screen interview and she was like, I honestly don't remember what I said, but you said some horrible things though. Talking about, I know I said horrible things and I'm feeling, it was so contradicting and I'm feeling terrible. And the producer's like, well, we can show you. And she was like, yeah, show me. So they showed her on a tablet or something. I'm like, why are they even doing that? She know exactly what she told Spice. She know exactly what she said. Because she said those insults about wishing DACH on her, on Spice multiple times and also calling her a blue monkey multiple times. And then even with Sierra and Bambi, them trying to downplay it. That's why I say when Spice jumped on Bambi in the Bahamas, rightfully so, because they knew what was said too. They ain't crazy. They knew what was said. Erica Mena thought she was the stuff. I couldn't stand her. Erica had been wanting to say that. She did. And it just speaks volumes because you have two mixed kids. Why would you say that? Like that's not a people a lot of times people when they get into arguments they want to fight with their words and they want it to cut deep, but you still have to be mindful. Like that those type of words you are an insult to not just Spice. And that's what she wasn't thinking about in that moment. Ain't no, oh, I blacked out. You didn't black out, baby. Your eyes was wide open. Blacking out is blacking out. You knew exactly what you were saying because it came out of your mouth. They were saying Erica, child, I didn't see that, Christina. Amber say, I'm sick of Mama D, although I'm not a fan of Bambi. Mama D is the mother-in-law. Listen, Amber, I agree, yeah, but I love Mama D. She does take that role, y'all. Mother-in-law from hell. But I love Mama D. I just love her character. Like, I don't know. Like, she couldn't be my mother-in-law. Cause me and her would be it. Listen, she couldn't come to my house. I tell you that. I don't play that. I do not play that mother-in-law overly invested and oh no, I'm glad my fiance mama not like that. Cause I don't play that ish. But I love Mama D, y'all. I always did. That's why I say I feel like she need her own show. Her, Scrappy, Erica, and a few others, but mainly their family dynamic. I would like to see Imani because she's older now, very beautiful little girl, young lady. When I say little girl, young lady. But I love me some Mama D. She be doing the most. She's real extra. Hey, True Slayer. Regina says Scrappy not attractive at all. And I think he is. I can't say he's not attractive at all. He might not be everyone's cup of tea, but he's not a bad looking guy. Christina said they wanted Erica back on the show so bad they made her and Mama D make up. Wow. No. I'm thinking about Erica Mena. No, Christina, Mama D and Erica made up years ago. Erica said on it was an interview, she said her and Mama D made up back in uh I forgot when exactly, but it's been years they done made up. Erica just didn't want to be on the show initially. She came back now. I mean, who wouldn't come back? It's exposure. If you notice, she be wearing the pieces from her classics clothing line. So it's more exposure now. Social media is the wave. So I don't blame her. That was a good business move coming back. And she's not even a main cast member. She explained in her interview she didn't want it. Like she didn't want to be a main cast member because she have twins now and one of her twins is autistic. So she say she got her hands full with that and her businesses. But her and Mama D been made up. Like they been made up. Christina said I only watched the episodes of the cast members that was on ATL, but ATL is my favorite, all-time favorite. I agree. Spicy Brown said I like Yandy. I think the mother-in-law doesn't know her place. That's another one. I definitely like Yandy. I've always liked Yandy too because I feel like she's a good example and positive influence. Like everything that she does, and I feel like she don't get a lot of her flowers. She's definitely the highest paid, if not, well, I ain't gonna say the highest paid, but she definitely has the highest network of all on the show. So she don't have to be on the show. A lot of them don't have to be on the show. Rashida and Kirk either, but it's an extra bag. And it's also exposure for their businesses that they have outside of TV. A lot of people say, oh, they go on Love and Hip Hop because they're no longer relevant. But yes, relevance is one of the reasons, but also it's TV. So it's exposure to what else you got going on. It keeps you relevant. And you can keep your businesses is pretty much free promotion. Amber said it's Safari and Shay friends still together. If anybody watched Love and Hip Hop Miami. I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop Miami. That's why I say I want if y'all want me to watch it, I'll watch it, but I more so always did like Atlanta, and I used to watch the New York one, but they stopped that one. Christina said first Scrap was talking smack about them firing her. Became what? Back and change what? he said instead, yeah, she was wrong. Cause at first, oh yeah, I seen that whenever he had did a live and he was talking about it. But he probably didn't even really know what was going on. That's what it gave to me. And he doubled back because he ain't wanted the people on his ass, baby. She is. It give that, Regina. What if Spice would have called her exactly? Then it would have been the opposite effect. Mama D and her darn palace. Mama D, y'all, I just love Mama D. Like she's so, I be watching her stuff on like her lives and her, cause she got her own little podcast. I think it's Tea with Mama D or something like that. And she just entertaining. She's very funny. She deserves to be on TV in my opinion. She be extra, but one thing I say that they do give her flowers on is that she's a great grandmother. They always, I notice Erica give her flowers, Scrappy give her flowers. Bambi is, they not seeing eye to eye, but those that know her, they always say that she's a great grandmother. Like she plays her grandmother role to the T. So I gotta respect that, even though she's very dramatic. But I just love Mama D. I always did. She need to act like a real grandma, not no young girl. And the crazy part with that, Regina, is this generation, the grandmas are young girls. It's unfortunate. Hey, Angie. Christina said, I think Scrappy sexy. Scrappy needs Vaseline for his lips. Lupac, they probably gave her more money too. Is Bambi in the chat? What y'all think about Carly Red? You probably, oh, you did say you came in late. A hot mess. She just too old at this point to be that messy. And just like even now, jumping from man to man, like Carly, you about to be a grand. Well, she probably a grandma now. I'm pretty sure her daughter Jasmine had her baby, but she just searching for a storyline. She's trying to stay relevant at this point because all that unnecessary mess on the show, and even with the twisting of the words, y'all seen what happened with Mama D was sitting down in the club with Chaotic and Amy, and she was talking to Chaotic, and she was like, basically catching up with him, and she was like, and then I got Diamond talking about her, she didn't miss her period. So they all took that, spreading it and ran with it, and saying Mama D going around saying that Diamond is pregnant for Scrappy. And I'm just watching the show like, you see that it be that type of stuff that gives scripted, because it was so unnecessary. She didn't even say that. She said, I got Diamond over here saying she didn't miss her period. And the way they took it and ran with it and twisted the words, it was like, oh my God. Erica Mena overly dramatic, confronting Scrappy, not minding her business. And I'm like, bro, some stuff they just be doing too much. I miss Love and Hip Hop New York too. It was good, especially when it initially came out. Carly Red just be doing too much. Hey, Miss Sharon. Christina said, yeah, everybody was on Scrap Head about that. He said he didn't want none of that smoke. He didn't. Not only that, Mama D needs to leave her lips alone. She too old. She what? Age for one? Mama D about to be 60. That was the last part I got on y'all when Mama D was saying she's gonna have a big 60th birthday party in Coronation. She was by the pool with Scrappy and talking about, come here, Neiman Marcus. Name her dog Neiman Marcus. I said, oh my God. It was so funny. True Slayer said, Mama D get on my darn nerves, but I believe I'm a queen on the throne too. She's one of the ones that you can't help but love her. Like she's aggravating. She gives very aggravating, overly invested, be all in your business, but she funny with it. So that's why I say you can't. It's like a lot of parts I'd be like, oh my gosh, she need to mind her business. But then she make you laugh, and it's like you forget about everything else. That's the vibe she gives to me. She gives that she's genuinely sweet, and she ride for the people that she mess with, that's family, but don't cross her because she take it too far. Clearly, look what her and Bambi going through. So She just a mess, y'all. But I love Mr. Mama D. I always did. I'm trying to see who I miss. Who did I miss, y'all, on the show? Shakana? No, Shakana's still on there. Christina say Erica was always confronting people when her whole life is in shambles. Go sit down and raise them. And that's my thing about Erica. Like, girl, you have no room. How you in this one business? And it ain't it a coincidence that all three of the tight face crew was going through a divorce at the same time, and it's all the men fault. Like, because even with Sierra, I feel like based off of what was showcased with her and Eric White, what is his last name? Whitehead or whatever his name, Whitefield, whatever. But I feel like their marriage was salvageable. I feel like they could have definitely made that work, y'all. But I feel like Sierra being hot, because she is hot, she tried to say, "Oh, you cheated first and this and that." And Eric was like, "Well, I seen numbers in your phone. You talking to rappers and stuff, saying you would never talk to rappers." And I think she didn't want to be embarrassed in front of her mom and her best friend. But I feel like because she tried to use against the man. He said he didn't want to be with he would never be with a woman who had kids. But the fact that he was still with her spoke volumes to me. Sometimes you got to look at something differently, look at it from all aspects. Yeah, he told you that, but look at the fact that he stuck around and you got kids. So he, based off of what he was explaining, he was like, she changed. That's what he said. She was totally different in the beginning. She would be praying with him, praying for him, doing all these different things, giving godly woman. And then like once they got married, she completely changed. And she's saying the same thing about him, saying, "Oh, he's not trying to build a relationship with my kids. He's wanting to be strict, and my kids are older, whatever, whatever." But she also would say how he was always there for her, like when she needed him the most. So I just feel like their marriage was definitely salvageable, but she wanted to go back to being hot. She gives it because she run through men like Carly. Sierra run through men like Carly. So she gives that if something don't go her way, she ready to jump ship immediately without trying to repair or, fix the situation or see if it's repairable, because you literally just got married. It was only married 6 months, y'all. So it was like a heat of a moment type situation. And then but that's how you know when women get married for the wrong reasons, because marriage is work. Like you can't get married and then at the first sight of, something that you disagree with, you ready for a divorce. Like you're not marriage material. That's not for you. Marriage is not for everybody. Especially if you ain't willing to, it's not gonna be perfect. Neither one of y'all. They both had their issues with each other. So child, listen. Sierra's a 304. That's it. That's all. Facts. And she gives that. Cause I seen her on the blogs and they had like pictures and videos of her in the ghetto eats video, but she's kissing all on some dude that she didn't started dating, and he had an already, I don't know, I think he proposed to her, gave her a ring or something. I'm like, dang. And people was in the comments like, dang, you move fast. So that's a clear indicator right there. Red flag. I ain't no way I want to ring that bad. It's like she being all in love. She fall in love fast, and that's not a good thing. Miss Sharon say, Lupac, just drop in, keep my family in prayer. My sister being taken to MD Anderson in Houston. Good night. Been a week for me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Sharon. Definitely, definitely. Prayers going up for you and your family. And I pray that you can get some rest and, have a little peace of mind. I pray for peace of mind for you and the rest of your family. Have a good night. Um, who else, y'all? Who else? Who did I miss? They got the new characters, Erica Banks and Amy Luciani, um Rena Rucci, Rene Rucci. They kind of give like extras. So it's not their little storyline between chaotic Amy Luciana and Erica Banks, it was a little weird because it's like they was going back and forth with him, and this one wanted him, and until Amy brought her ex fiance back into the picture. But that whole situation was weird. You welcome, Miss Sharon. Have a good night. Christina say one thing I don't agree with Scrappy on. He said the same thing about Erica, that she wasn't giving him the love he wanted when they showed her dress in lingerie with candles lit and rub his feet. But you know what? I remember that too, Christina, but I'm going to charge it to that being years ago. They was young. So I'm going to charge it to that. I'm going to charge it to that. And I feel like when he said that, he wanted to explore. He definitely wanted to explore. And he was exploring. Walker and Tammy. Oh, I don't know. They broke up. That's the only thing I know. They both dealing with different people. I can't really say too much about them because they don't have a show no more. Outside of them breaking up and going their separate ways. Who else? Who did I forget, y'all? Because I don't want to miss nothing. Oh, Rashida and Kirk, they pretty much got a basic storyline. They try to show a little typical marital issues, but it was just storyline pretty much because I just don't see them having no problems. They didn't. That's the prime example. They are the poster children for "I'ma stick beside them." Cause baby, they didn't had their time. They didn't had their time of scandal. And who else? Who did I just mention? Cause I'm gonna get into Jock and Kendra, but it was one before y'all. Who did I just say before Rashida and Kirk? Dang, I hate when that happen. Um, Walker's still a father to Charlie. Him and Sammy does. Oh yeah, they do. That's his baby. He adopted her. Christina say, Lupac, I used to be glued to the seat watching this show from the first season up until season 9, and after that, I was in and out of the season. Yep, me too. I was. And after a while, I feel like everything runs its course eventually and it gets boring. So that's kind of what it gave, especially when the good people started leaving the show. Yandy. Yep. So the situation with Yandy and Mendices, okay, now we see a new character, which is Yandy's first cousin, who she considers her sister. And I'm all for that because that's how I am with my some of my first cousins because we was raised together, raised real close, so we're sisters. We don't do that whole cousin stuff. But basically, Yandy explained that her and her cousin Keisha have a very close relationship. Keisha is the one who watches the kids when they have the events and doing all that different stuff. So she pretty much looks out for Yandy. She does everything for Yandy on the side or whatever. She works at her Yale business and all of that. So Keisha can't have kids. And it was when they first told the situation, Keisha needed Yandy to donate her eggs to her, and she'll carry because she can't produce herself, and so she can carry her own baby. And the reason why she wanted to be from in the family because she wanted the baby to look like their family, have a portion of their DNA instead of getting eggs from someone else. But she ended up going to the doctor, found out she had fibroids, and she won't be able to carry. Well, she could have, but it would have been over another year passing or whatever. And she didn't want to go through having surgery again. So hey, sister teacher. Um, she didn't want to go through having surgery again, so they decided upon a surrogate. And Yandy was telling her husband Mendici that she wanted to help, basically pay for the surrogacy and donate the eggs. And Mendici's now I'm 50-50 with that situation, y'all. And let me tell you why. I can understand from a husband's perspective why he's uneasy about it. Now, I don't agree with him shutting it down initially like he did because, you know, if I say that's my sister, that's my sister. If you know our relationship and you know how much she cut for me, this shouldn't even be a question. Because especially if I know if she was in these shoes, she would do the same thing for me. It's no question. Like donate eggs, but if you don't understand the whole situation, like if you don't understand the biology of all of it, then I feel like he was more so confused. He was uneducated about that situation. And even though, yes, it's Yandy's eggs and it would kind of be considered her baby, but no, you sign over everything, you do the paperwork. So I could understand where he was coming from, but I feel like there was part of a storyline also. But Mendices also gives the type that would have an issue with that, because that's still his wife. Because they was in the doctor's office and he was he was like, "Can you find the egg that won't look like Yandy so much?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I know he didn't." But that definitely gave storyline because if this is somebody that's with them on a regular, like she takes care of their kids and all of that. So I feel like I don't see he gives nice. He gives very nice, very understanding. So I feel like they did that for a storyline and he really did agree to it. Even as far as helping her pay for the surgery because she goes out her way for them. Like she's pretty much a live-in person when it comes to their businesses and stuff. So, you know, but what else? Kendra and Jock situation. Let me see what y'all talking about first. Not gonna lie, Jocelyn had the show popping. I think she wanted more money and they wouldn't give it to her. I think Jocelyn is a good mother considering how rough around the edge she is. Now, I don't really follow her now. I see her here and there, but I don't really follow her, you know, in this day and age. You know what, Lupac, you need to trademark that, baby, because every content creator I watch from the LaTrue Saga says it just like you. Hey, it's one of those things where you hear it and, you pick up on it. Medicis was not having it about them eggs. His facial expressions be so funny when he trying to get his point across. What happened, True Slayer? What you said? You said thanks for responding, y'all. Oh, Waka and Tammy. Yeah, you welcome. And I love Tammy. Tammy is my girl. That's another one that I follow on Instagram. But she's Tammy is very private. Like she don't even post who her new boo is. So, just have to wait and see as far as Tammy goes. But I love me some Tammy too. Very straightforward. I love her attitude. Um Yeah, Mendices was his face was given. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. But Yandy is. I have a lot of respect for Yandy because she's self-made. She came a long way, y'all. She's very involved. Like she do a lot for her community. She just. I feel like she's definitely one of those people on the show that you can really, really look up to if you know her background and she don't really do the drama filled storylines. If you notice, like you back in the day, yeah, when Mendici's baby mamas had their little situations, but outside of that, yeah, they don't give extra. Like she don't do the most on the show, and I feel like it's probably because she's not gonna compromise her morals and her integrity for a show. It's just an extra bag for her, and that's why they don't show her that much. Yep, she's real level headed. Yeah, she can sing. Oh my God, I love Tammy music. I remember when she first like came out with her first few singles, and y'all, me and my older sister, like we would play it so much. I don't ask me what it was because it's been a few years and I couldn't tell you. I ain't listened to it in a while, but when it first came out, oh my God, like I didn't even know she could sing, and she sounds so good. Hey Treasure, what's up, sister girl? Sister teachers say they trying to pass a law that now even if the eggs are not used by the parents, they can no longer be destroyed. They must be implanted now by law. Wow, that's crazy. I like Yandy. She's a businesswoman for sure. Facts. So, Jock and Kendra. Kendra is another one that I like. I gonna say she's not one of my top faves because I don't really follow her, so I don't know her overall outside of the show. Like I have seen some stuff about her, but I gotta give it this. You gotta be a strong woman to take on a man with all them kids and baby mamas and marry him. So he definitely need to be kissing her feet, baby, because I don't see no woman that would want Jock with his situation. He got to like it's literally no money left. He gotta hide money because baby. And Kendra is well established. She's another one who got her ish together. She's a lawyer. And she was a lawyer before she even got on the show. So Jock definitely picked a good one. And that's one he need not to play with. Matter of fact, before I got on live, I was watching uh that last episode well, it's not the last, but the last one that aired so far. And it was the part about Jock and Kendra with I ain't gonna say his mistress, but his last baby mama, excuse me, which was Gloria. That's who he had baby Gianni with. And that was a storyline from the last season, y'all, when he didn't make a baby on Kendra, but they was on a break and they was engaged. So it was like a break baby. And they were at the bowling alley, and what the situation was, they showed where Jock had met up with the baby mama at the park to get the baby. And the baby mama, for some reason, is real adamant on meeting Kendra. And I heard the baby mama say, it's been 3 years and I still haven't met your wife. And that's because Kendra does not want to meet her. Kendra's still harboring feelings, rightfully so, from, the situation that transpired with Jock and Gloria, because like I said, they were engaged. They took a break and Jock went made that baby on her. And I feel like a man, well, he probably did, take accountability for it and all that because they're married, clearly. But that's definitely his fault because a lot of times, you in a relationship and you take a break, it's a break. That don't mean we ain't getting back together, but you still need to protect yourself because that's very irresponsible to know that you still in love with somebody else and you gonna make a baby with somebody else. Like that's very irresponsible because look what happened. Him and Kendra end up getting married. So now you got another child, which makes what baby number 10, 11. So he just need to be grateful that she stuck with him because Kendra is a beautiful woman, naturally beautiful. She got her ish together. She's a lawyer. Like she don't need him. Like she really don't need him because she made a comment on the show because he was pressuring her about meeting with the baby mama, the last baby mama, because the last baby mama want to meet her. And she even said on the green screen, she was like, um, either something, but she was like, I'm doing this. You need to be grateful because she helped him with them kids. She helped him take care of his kids and everything, y'all. So I'm like, oh, she a better woman than me because that's too many. So where she don't even want no kids with him. She like, he got enough. We don't need none. And I don't blame her. Especially, if you planning on being with this man for the rest of your life. So I don't blame her for not wanting any kids because, even if you're married, married don't mean forever, especially in this generation. So I don't blame her for not wanting to add a child to the Brady Bunch, right? So the back to what I was saying. So the baby mama, the other baby mama, she real adamant by me with Kendra, but Kendra is on some that's your situation. You need to be the liaison in the middle between us. I'm already helping you take care of this child and all your other ones. And she's like, I don't need to meet her. Like, we don't have to, that's your problem. Like, you created that problem, you deal with it. Me and her have no reasons to meet, period. Even though I feel like in some situations, yeah, but you don't always have to meet with the baby mama. Like I don't know, y'all. What y'all feel about that? In my opinion, I understand what Kendra is saying because of how the baby even came about. So Kendra is on some, that's your problem. You created that problem. Be grateful that I'm even, I don't take it out on kids because she said, clearly she literally takes care of all his kids. Cause Jock ain't got no money like that, baby. The word on the street is he ain't got no money like that. But she's helping him financially with those kids and everything else. So she on some, just be grateful that you got a partner that's willing to help you and even go as far as to help you financially with all of your obligations. So I don't have to be on kumbaya with the baby mama. Like that's not you deal with her. You deal with her. So I agree with her with that situation, y'all. Not wanting just because of how the baby mama even came into play. They were on marriage boot camp. That was for $1. That was definitely for $1. Trust the plus. Cause who like come on y'all who really need to go on marriage boot camp publicly on television? That's for $1. And he's even cheated on her too, right? Well, they said that they were broken up. They were on a break when Jock got the last baby mama pregnant. So I can't say technically it was him cheating, but it's just the fact, like, if there's a chance that you're gonna get back with this person, especially if y'all take breaks all the time. I feel like if you still in love with somebody else, it's just the carelessness for me. Yeah, you did what you did. Maybe she did something, but you was careless enough to go get another woman pregnant, knowing you already got 5, 6 baby mamas. That's a lot. You watched that too, Christina? Yep, that was the last one. I'm not even finished. I got like 20 minutes left of that last episode, and then I'll watch the new one tomorrow. Casanova. Yeah, Treasure, you gotta catch up so you can get in this chat, baby. I miss you too, my girl. I love you guys. Hey, wait, that's Lolo? Yep, get rid of the duds. Hey, Lolo. Hey, my Lolo. Cancer said, oh my God, I didn't know Jock had another baby. I thought his last baby was the twins. Nope. His last baby is 3, 4 years old. Yep. Let's see. Kimberly Williams say she's a good one because ain't no way I could take him back. That's a deal breaker in my relationship, in my opinion. I'm not accepting no outside babies, period. And period. But you know what, Kimberly? I feel like the reason why she did is because they were technically on a break from their relationship, but it still don't take away from the fact that that was careless, that was immature and careless. Like you went and slept with somebody unprotected, knowing that we were on a break. Like, breakups happen in relationships, but you were still the fact that come on now, you don't fall out of love with the person that you was with that fast. So the fact that he even did that, but like I said, I can get why she took him back because they were on a break, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. My pride wouldn't let me do it. Sorry. Kristen say Josh still sloppy in the street when it comes. But I think he changed, y'all. I feel like because he know he ain't gonna find no other woman like Kendra. Jock ain't no fool. Trust me. He ain't no fool. He ain't no fool. He know. He know. That woman do a lot for him financially and everything else. So he know what time it is. I really feel like this is the one for him. Because y'all, if y'all notice, like they even with his storylines is different now. Like, the situations he dealing with. At first, when he first came on the show, he wasn't married or none of that, but it was more so player type storylines, like him dealing with multiple different women. So he didn't change a lot, and I feel like this is the one for him. He know he can't find nobody better. True Slayer say that last baby would likely have sent me on my way. Facts, babe. Listen, not even just the last, because one thing about me is I won't date a man without kids. Like, well, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't date, but I wouldn't be on some settle down type stuff with a man without kids, because I need to see how you are with your kids before you could be around mine. But I also have a limit. Now, I have three, so you can't have, you can't have more than three. I'm sorry. We gonna have to meet. We gonna have to match right there. I can't do it. And it with all them different. Oh no. Mm-mm. Now, if you ain't got no baby mama drama, that's different. But listen, because I don't even give drama. Like, nope, at all. Kimberly said, I guarantee you, Lupac, had she got pregnant on their break, he wouldn't have took her back. I guess. Oh, that's facts, Kimberly. You know it's always different with men. It's always that standard, baby. No, they wasn't married, sister teacher. They was engaged, and they said they was on a break. And the tattoo on his Johnson's. Oh, I forgot about that, Christina. He sure did get a tattoo on his eggplant that says Kendra. Ciao. I forgot Jock did that. Where can I go watch up on the Love and Hip Hop episodes I haven't watched? Philo. Philo. I don't know where else beside MTV, maybe. But Philo. She's the bag. Facts, treasure. She is. And people, I feel like people don't, now granted, Jock does make money because he got a lot going on. But with all the child support and the houses he's taking care of, listen, I don't know how much is left after he pay out everything he got to pay out. And that's what a lot of men don't consider when they go around being with all these different women carelessly, like making all these babies. Like, you not realize that if y'all don't, especially if you a player, you a player, you ain't ready to settle down. Why is you giving everybody a baby? Because those babies have to be taken care of. You're gonna have to pay, baby. True Slayer said he ain't no fool, but he don't believe in facts. He don't. Lupac, you got to be like the Brady Bunch. YouTube TV. Christina said the fact that all his baby mamas be having mama sleepovers. Not saying anything bad, but he does expect Kendra to be that way. Now understand her frustration on that. Facts. I wish I would have a mama sleepover, baby mama sleepover. We ain't listen. It ain't that serious. We ain't trying to be no sister wives, baby mama club. Remember when Kendra tied Jock up and whipped him with a belt? Wait, I kind of remember, but I thought that was you sure that was Kendra? I thought that was that last girl, the one he was dealing with. She was real thick. And what is her name, y'all? It was when he was dealing with Carly Red too. Nikki said, "Oh, I gotta catch up. I didn't even know it still came on VH1 or MTV." Yes, it's good too, Nikki. It's different. It's different. It's real different. But y'all, I'm going to jump because it's 11:13. It's still a weekday. I gotta get up with these children in the morning. But I will be back tomorrow. Probably do a part. Y'all want to do a part two? Like I said, I got another. I gotta finish this last episode, but we pretty much covered everything that's going on the show. Gotta finish this last episode, and I think they got another episode coming out. But y'all know what else we gotta get into? Sisters, Rootless, The Oval. Listen, that's all my ish. What is it called? Madam, All the Queen's Men. We gotta review all of that, y'all. We got to. But I'm about to finish this episode and go my butt to bed. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time I'm gonna go live tomorrow, but I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna talk about tomorrow. True Slayer said, did her name start with an R? I don't even remember. It's been years. It's been years. Yes, Nikki, go catch up, girl. Christina said, yeah, part two. Okay, we could do a part two tomorrow. Good night, sister teacher. I'm glad you caught me live too. Good night, treasure. I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed night. Yep, that's her. Kadia. Kadia, that's her. That's her, Christina. Y'all have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'm just playing. But I love you guys, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for part two.